Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Chris, and welcome back to Noire. So, last episode, we saw a woman get killed at a railroad.
You know you made it if you got that
and
down.
Deirdre Muller's ring.
The Emperor
may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
So
Whatever
we have to go
kind of
probably
look
find the
you're going
body,
for.
and then there's, I think there's, he said something about the
Seems like a
Deidre's
nice
ring
boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
from a case, I guess. I don't know.
I need a drink. I got the jitters.
So I guess we have to go to the pawnbroker first. Deal with the ring. That was what was said.
You've
last
got to
episode
admit,
anyway.
this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Okay.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Yeah, so this is one of the cases that we already did, but the ring that was missing was pawned off just recently.
211
So.
shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3, identify.
Okay. Should be right here. Just the last minute crashing to everything. What's happening? Okay. Let's hear from this guy.
How can I help you boys?
Oh.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Okay, so here, look, this is one. Oh. Zoom in on it. Well, yeah, move it around a little bit.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Okay.
Thanks for the tip.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot to look at the second ring. Over here.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Okay. 22 karat gold. Is there more that I'm just missing right now?
What have you got on the guy
Over
who
here.
brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Okay. Should we get... Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Alright, well, guess we just gotta focus on the murder scene now. Hop on in. Okay. So what are we doing now? Gotta go to the rail yard. Time to take on another case.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose
Really?
having fun with us. The guy who's been
Wow.
sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Unfortunately. Wow. It's getting deeper, folks. It's getting deeper.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh, let's not go on the bridge. Let's back up a little bit. Need to turn. 3-point turn. Maybe a 4-point turn. No, we got 3 points. Yeah. Actually, no, that was more of like a 6-point turn. Never mind. I was counting the amount of times I had a forward motion. Fuck, come on, really? I feel like I'm trying to get on a street where I can just drive to the railroad tracks, but it doesn't look like that's applicable right now. Oh, maybe we're down here? Oh, maybe this might work. Here you go. Right down here. Should be good. Hopefully. It's gonna suck if it wasn't. There it is. Okay. Time to park. It kind of comes full circle, because wasn't our first,
ready?
like, the
Follow me.
blood-splattered car in a railroad area?
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Of course.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy,
It's
Jameson...
amazing how a
Jameson
Negro
found the
was
body.
able to call.
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
They're just,
We'll
just
talk to the
incredibly
coroner. Keep an eye on
racist
them.
during this time. Oh my god. Alright. Guess we'll talk to this guy.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay, good to hear. Now you, sir.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
and
law
take your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
That is...
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
That is... I thought necrophilia was illegal. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just really... It's just,
Classic
I just
Carmine.
think that would be, like, really fucked up. If anything.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
What an idiot, dude.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Okay.
You just came across the body.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, when you get this sack of shit into a cell, I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
I honestly thought necrophilia was illegal, but whatever. What's up?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Okay. Can we investigate? Can we stop stepping over her? Can I please just investigate? There we go. Jesus. Oh my god, that's funny. Anything here? Oh. Okay, go back. Stop it! I already checked that. There's nothing there. Go back.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Okay. I mean, yeah, by the way she was walking.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay. Okay, so here's one piece of evidence. That the lipstick was missing in here.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
Dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass and accuse. I am writing to apologize. It's so hard to read script for myself. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl, and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn. It is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty,
to get her to come home.
But only God Almighty above us has the night to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. I will not. Okay. Apparently, just completely ripped off for some reason. Wonder who would
could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Okay. So we'll close out of that. And now maybe we should grab some of these other stuff too. Probably find out what bar she was at. Okay.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go off with my buddy. See what he feels we should do first.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Two large suitcases, small suitcase, bedroll. Bedroll? So what is this? Bedroll? Okay, pillow. Yeah, makes sense then. Plain bed sheet. 3 photo frames, hairbrush. Statue and makeup. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why you would get all that at a liquor store, but hey. You know. May have some merchandise. Where are you at? Hey, wait a minute, let me investigate this. Thanks.
Probably nothing.
Okay, you tricked me. You son of a bitch. So what, anything else here, like, that I may need? Just gonna run like mad, no big deal. So you have the mat of items. What about the blood splatter over here? Do we want to investigate that? Yes, we do.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
That makes sense.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
Wouldn't park there now, you. Okay. Just trying to look around for other stuff here. I mean, I don't know how much more stuff there's going to be here. I wonder how drunk our partner is today.
What do you think?
I say we check out Mensch's place. By the smell, this broad spent a good chunk of time hopping bars.
Okay. So we go to the bar first. But first, we'll make a phone call.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, and then one more time I'm gonna ask.
I'm at a loss.
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
Okay, hold on. We'll ask one more time because he's varying in his answers.
Advice?
I say we try the liquor store next.
Okay.
I could get a short dog for the car.
Alright, so he's definitely starting on the liquor store. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so... case objectives. Oops. Locations. We have a few locations here. Levine's Liquor Store. Let's do it. Here we go. I really just would love to run him over at one point, just to see what happens.
Gently.
I was hoping I could actually go through there, but it didn't work out. Oh, see?
It reads that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them.
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
It's very true. He's got a point. It's funny, like, I feel like there's no true monarchies anymore. Because even, like, the Queen of England, she doesn't really do anything. She just kind of is there. Like, they're there for, like, ceremonial purposes. Like, I mean, unless you're talking about, like, some other, like, third world countries, like, I don't really think there's, like, a king, queen anywhere anymore. I think it's mostly, like... I'm sure there's, like, kind of, like, dictator-type, like, leaders out there. But no, like king and queens. I think that's a little much. Just saying, that's my viewpoint on that. We're gonna turn down right here. See where that leads us. I love how long it takes for these graphics to load. It's great. It's fantastic. Good to know what's in front of me. Keep LA safe, drive safely. Oh, alright. We found it. Just turn this way. Oh, okay. That person is not there. We just crashed into a car that had no one driving it. Wow.
Breathe, Phelps.
Okay.
Breathe, damn it.
And park. Okay. On to stage 2 of the investigation. Okay. We gotta do better. We gotta have this be our best mission yet. We gotta get questions right. We gotta know when people are lying. We gotta get it done. Get this case done. And know what the hell we are doing.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Okay.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
Jesus Christ.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Wow. So she was staying here then.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
That's true. That is true. It's weird, like, during these days, they know, like, the worries about drinking so much, but, like, not anything about smoking, I guess because, like, smoking was still kind of, like, a newer thing compared to, like, drinking alcohol. I don't know.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Okay. What is the bowling pin for? Oh, wait.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Okay. What's over here?
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures? A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
She got an award for it? Okay, what's over here? Are we gonna see what that piece of paper is? Can we at all? Anything? Guess not. Alright, check there. Was that guy just talking to us from over here? Where did he go? There you go. Contact with the
We're
victim.
trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Okay.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
What now?
Check through her belongings, Phelps.
Alright, so that's not done yet. Wait, hold on. Come on, get back. It's over here. Over here. Up the stairs and around. Okay, so clearly I'm not done yet. That's why I was trying to click over here and try to see, but apparently there's just nothing here on that front. So, what I want to do, tab, intuition. Do I not have an intuition? Guess I run out of intuition points. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. That's nice to see that I'm on track right now. Can I further investigate? Oh yes, there you go.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
There you go. Let's see. Did that spark any more questions from him? There you go.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Sure thing. Alright, where to next, bucko?
Any ideas?
I say we check out Mensch's place. By the smell, this broad spent a good chunk of time hopping bars.
Alright. Let's do it. Let's go. And this last location will be the last location for the day.
Phelps!
I love how he does that. Phelps! Okay. And over here is the bar.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
Yeah, stop your smug
How
attitude.
well did
Let's
you
go.
know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
I think you're a little bit more aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, my doubts.
I don't like you, McCaffrey. You look like someone who's trying too hard, like your whole life is some kind of performance. I think you need to give us something to get us out of your life.
I don't like you either, you pompous, stiff-necked patrician. You think I don't see through you and all the other minions of the ruling class?
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library.
Probably
together.
could have hit
How well
live
do you
the
know
second
James
person.
Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at
Rawlings
Bowling
Bowling Alley. There you go.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
All right, cool. Where to next?
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
What?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Just waiting for him.
Next stop has got to be the bowling alley.
All right. Well, guys, that calls it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We'll hopefully find out who killed Evelyn. Bye-bye.